Howdy y'all and welcome. Hope everybody's doing well out there so far. Let's go and get into what we could expect as we head into the month of November. Now keep in mind anything over a week that's virtually impossible to forecast, so please take this forecast with a grain of salt. First, we'll take a look at the temperature anomalies and the precipitation anomalies that will show us our above and below average temperatures and precipitation for the month of November. And we'll also take a look at the GFS, which will take us all the way out into the middle parts of November. So let's first go and take a look at the temperature anomalies. This will determine our above and below average temperatures. Now keep in mind, above average temperatures don't mean it's going to be hot, and below average temperatures don't mean it's going to be very cold. It just means a little bit above or below average for this time of year. Pushes forward is looking like the beginning parts of November is going to be well above average for the central and eastern part of the country, while the southwest and much of the western half of the country is going to be dealing with some sort of below average temperatures. This is expected to change as we head into the middle parts of November, as some below average temperatures is going to be expected out east, while the central and western part of the country is going to be coming in on well above average temperatures. And then this is going to flip back to the way it was before as we head into the end of the month, as it's looking like above average temperatures are going to be coming back for the eastern half of the country, while the southwest is going to be coming back into some below average temperatures. And it's really looking to be the same as we head into the month of December as well. And as we take a look at the monthly temperature outlook by the Climate Prediction Center, they're showing us that much of the country is going to be well above average, except for the parts of the northwest where it looks like equal chances are going to be in store up there, which basically means that y'all could see either above or below average temperatures, which, according to the temperature anomalies, it showed y'all that y'all going to be coming in on below average temperatures. And I think these guys are getting their data for the beginning parts of November because the eastern half of the country was getting in on below average temperatures in the middle parts of November. So keep that in mind. But really, for the most part, much of the country is going to be well above average for the month of November. As we take a look at the precipitation anomalies, we can see that as we head into the beginning parts of November, it's looking like much of the central and parts of the northeast is going to be above average, while the east coast down by Florida and parts of the southwest is going to be a little bit below average. So we push off into the middle parts of the month. It's looking like the eastern half of the country is going to be a little bit below average, and parts of the southwest as well, which is not good for those drought conditions because really much of the country is in some sort of drought-like conditions. And as we head into the end of the month, it's looking like the western half of the country is going to be way above average, while the eastern part of the country is still going to be a little bit below average. Of course, the beginning parts of December, it's looking like much of the north central and down by Texas is going to be above average. If we take a look at the monthly precipitation outlook for the month of November, it's looking like the northwest is going to be above average and really equal chances for much of the country. So it could mean either above or below average precipitation is going to be expected. But down here from Arizona on over into Florida, looks like below average precipitation is expected for y'all. So it looks like some drought relief could be in store out west here at the end of the month, but out east, looking like drought conditions could worsen for the month of November, but of course, subject to change. Anything over a week out is virtually impossible forecast, so keep that in mind. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the GFS. This will take us out into right around the November 11th time frame, right around Veterans Day. And as we push off into right around the Halloween time frame, looks like much of the lower 48 is in a quiet weather pattern, which is good. But it's looking like this is going to change as we head into right around the Halloween time frame, as it's looking like some snow up there in the Mountain West and some soggy conditions up here in the Northeast. And of course, Halloween time, it's looking like much of the eastern half of the country is going to be dealing with some soggy conditions, while the Northwest is going to be dealing with some snow. Could be dealing with some severe weather down here in the Tennessee Valley, so be aware of this and pack that umbrella if you're taking those kiddos out trick-or-treating if you live out here from Texas up here into the Northeast. And if you live up here in the Northwest, I'd advise you wear a coat and bundle up if you're heading out. Don't head out if you don't want to. Buy some candy at the store. But I'd advise you head out there and make some memories, because I've done this before where we strolled around town in some very chilly air and got some candy. That was not fun, but created some good memories. That's looking like as we head past Halloween, y'all are getting ready for the turkey season. Looking like much of the western half of the country is coming into some more snowstorms, and the central part of the country is going to be coming in an uptick and some severe weather, and it's looking like some soggy conditions could be in store, and some drought relief could be in store over here in the central and parts of the eastern half of the country. And we are coming into our second severe weather season, so be aware of this, y'all. So y'all should really be aware of this all year round. And it's looking like the GFS is printing another tropical storm. Keep in mind there is no development chance yet as of recording this video, but this is well over 300 hours out. Keep this in mind that this will not happen. But anything is subject to change. Keep that in mind as well. And it's looking like we could be coming into a very quiet weather pattern as we head into the beginning parts of November. And it's looking like as we head into right around November 8th, it's la la land, but it's looking like a snowstorm is going to be occurring up here by Wisconsin. And some severe weather down here in Dixie Alley could be in store by the middle parts of November as well as some blustery conditions up here in the Northeast with some heavy rain and some snow showers in New York. And some lake effect snow could be occurring as well as we head into the middle parts of November. As far as our temperatures go, now that I covered the precipitation, we're going to be coming into a back and forth temperature pattern as we head into the end of the month, so be aware of this. The I don't know what to wear kind of season. We're warming up a little bit by Halloween, so that's some good news. Taking the kiddos out trick-or-treating. Be nice and warm out east. Especially by 8 o'clock at night time. It's looking to be a little bit chilly, but warmer than average for this time of year. But the Northwest is going to be chilly, of course, because of snowstorms occurring up there. So bundle up if you live up in the Northwest and prepare for some warm conditions here on Halloween. Of course, November, it's looking to start off warm for much of the eastern half of the country, remaining chilly out west. And then the middle of the month is looking to get really chilly, y'all. Probably why the long-range forecast model was showing below average temperatures out east, because it's looking like we could be coming in on some very chilly air here out east, which could result in some lake effect snow showers by right around Veterans Day. So this is subject to change. Keep this in mind. That's what you could expect here in November, y'all. Basically, prepare for some below average precipitation down south with equal chances up here amongst the northern half of the country with above average precipitation expected in the northwest. November's going to start off warm. Middle parts of November is going to be a little bit cold with some lake effect snow showers occurring in the upper Midwest and Great Lakes region. And then we're going to come back into some warm temperatures here at the end of November, which could result in actually a warm December. This is very far out into the future, but with what I've been seeing, it's looking like December has a lot of similarities to last December, but obviously, like I keep saying, subject to change. But now that I cover what we could expect for the month of November, let's go and take a look at the most notable weather events in November history. I'm not going to read through all these, but y'all could pause the video and read them if you want to. We can see all the way back in 1896, a blizzard struck the Midwest, Iowa, Nebraska, and Minnesota, resulting in heavy snowfall, high winds, and very chilly temperatures, of course. Hundreds of people died and was remembered for causing trains to be stranded, livestock to perish, and of course, caused a lot of major problems, obviously. And we had Superstorm Sandy, that's the most recent event that occurred back in November, back in 2012. Made landfall by October 29th. It was a bad system that occurred, turned into a hurricane on this day, actually, back in October 26th. Of course, remnants were felt, caused a lot of heavy rain and snow to parts of West Virginia and Canada, and just caused a lot of damage and a lot of problems. Here's some fall foliage that my dad took earlier today up in east central Indiana. See, this is by Rushville. Got some nice fall foliage up there, so thanks, Dad, for some nice fall foliage. Mom probably took some photos as well, so thanks, guys. And here is the fall foliage map as of today, October 26th. You can see much of the country's at peak or past peak at this point. I'll show y'all the Anakista camera here in a little bit. We push off into right around Halloween. You can see much of the country is going to be in moderate down here in the south central part of the country, especially. And of course, November, much of the country is going to be near peak to past peak at this point. And then, of course, the end of the month, really, all of the lower 48 is going to be past peak, except for down here in far southern Florida, where y'all are really never get in on fall foliage, hardly. And of course, with the ski resorts opening and some snowfall occurring out in the Mountain West, here is a ski resort up in Wolf Creek. You can see people enjoying that snow. And here's some ski resorts that are going to be opening here soon. One by November 22nd, and a lot more is going to be opening here soon as well. Now, y'all can send me any sort of snowfall pictures or yourself skiing if you want to. I'd greatly appreciate it. Send them over my X and Facebook pages up above, and I'll have links in the description down below. I would greatly appreciate that, y'all. And here's the fall foliage up in Anakista as of 12:40 today. We can see a lot more fall foliage up there. Very pretty mountains. And we can see Gatlinburg down below down here. And, of course, the Chalet Village is over there. And Mount LeConte is right over here, y'all. Take a look at sunset from yesterday. We can see sunset yesterday here in the Smoky Mountains. Looking at live view of Mount LeConte from 6:20 yesterday. See this beautiful fall foliage up in Mount LeConte. And I think they got in on their first snowfall of the season last week, I think it was. So definitely send me any fall foliage or any sort of ski resort pictures you want to. I would greatly appreciate that, y'all. I'll have links down in the description down below, and they're up above here as well. So, hope y'all enjoyed today's weather forecast. If you did, make sure you hit that like and share button so more folks are informed about the weather. And also, leave me some feedback in the comment section down below, as feedback helps provide you, the viewer, better and more informative content in the future. Also, hit that subscribe button with bell notifications turned on, because here at One's Weather, we try to make weather forecasting fun and informative. So it's looking like November is going to be a little bit warm to start off, and then it's going to be cold here in the middle parts of November, and then we're going to be coming back into another warming trend as we head into the end of November and parts of the beginning parts of December for much of the eastern half of the country. As far as our precipitation goes, we could be coming into an uptick in some severe weather in the central half of the country and some major snowstorms in the mountain west, but really remaining pretty dry out east, with some lake effect snow occurring in the middle parts of November, so be aware of this. That could happen. It did happen last year. But again, like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate all y'all for watching. Stay tuned to my Halloween forecast video. I will have that up by Tuesday, as I'll be taking a look at what your kiddos could expect as they head out the door, being all spooky. So, like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate all y'all for watching, and never stop forecasting.